Hey, so here we are with another short victory, this one for Morghur, the Beastman. We've just taken our last settlement, 30. We've eliminated Astelia, Carcassonne, Talsin, and 30 territories with 220 marks for ruination, which is this one here. This was a 50-turn campaign. It was relatively short. It was longer because we had to come all the way out here to get some more territory. You can see that all sorts of stuff has been torn up. They still haven't fixed this, where anything in a blood ground gets the fire symbol, even when it's not necessarily destroyed. So I really should have gone looking for a mod for this. So this will be a pretty quick summary. We started in Montanus. Started just outside it, took Montanus, and then took out Astelia down here as usual. We accumulated 34 points. It seems like maybe in your first blood ground you get maybe 4 ruination points instead of 2 for battles. I'm not sure, because normally it's a struggle to get to 25 here, which is where you can get your second army. Here you can get your second army, but I got my second army as soon as Astelia was eliminated. And then I was fortunate, because when I came up here into Carcassonne, she was fighting Greenskins, and she was also fighting Scryer. And once we moved into Athel Loren, you can see we've devastated the entire place, with the exception of these that have been taken over by the Skaven. These are all ours, because Scryer was in here fighting them too. We took out Orion, then we took out these two guys, and then finally took out Durthu. This, we got an outrageous number of devastation points here, because if you look at Carrick Norn, look at all the places that are in the blood ground for Carrick Norn. It's essentially all of this. Now this was a part of the Oak of Ages one, but Carrick Norn may be the best central location in the map to accumulate all of this. So we devastated all of this, got 72. I think that took us past a couple of points. We do have all the legendary lords. We have 5 lords currently. We have Morghur, and Malagor, Torox, Kazrak, and Swigu. I discussed during the Torox AAR the other day, I'm not that big of a fan of him anymore. I am getting him to recruit the Minotaurs, but he's just, especially when you recruit him as a second lord rather than your primary, his abilities, you lose the faction effects. He's just middling as somebody that you take on. We do have the Books of Khorne. I don't know who has them. Is it Kazrak? Somebody's got them.
I'm not one in charge round here.
Yeah, we're at war with him. He's our only major enemy now. Malagor, no. There we go, Kazrak. Yeah, Kazrak has the Burning Books of Khorne. So what I've figured with that one is you want to make sure as many people as possible are attacking on any turn. So rather than spend 6 or 7 turns running around ruining your reputation, not that it matters as the Beastmen, when you get one, if you get another one, take them off, and then when you're about to have a battle, put them back on again. You can't take them off in any turn you've put them on, but if you know you're not going to fight next turn, take them off. And then within 2 turns of me having 3 of the sets, I got the 4th. And then the next turn I got the Books of Khorne. They're not particularly helpful, again, for the Beastmen. Spell intensity, 100%. He doesn't cast spells, so I'm not sure if that applies to him. Maybe it does. It does say spell mastery. But then ward save. So he gets ward save of 28% because he's getting 8 from somewhere else. But the other benefits, I mean, Khorne corruption, upkeep for the Lord's army, Beastmen armies are free. So I didn't get a lot from that. I did get some interesting gifts of chaos, but nothing new, nothing major. This troll hide I got very early on. I do like this one. Gives weakness to fire, but it does give regeneration, and you don't have to be in combat for that. I got Executioner's Axe again. That's a good one. The problem is it does reduce your chance to hit, but if you can hit somebody, it will kill them. And it'll let you know, because anybody whose potential exists to be executed will get a little icon over their head, so it lets you know. I also got Everbleed, which you can see here causes a draining effect on the enemy. It does not say a duration for that, but fear, terror, and draining of hit points. It's a really, really nice blue item right there. Talisman and Preservation. These are just their items. This reduces resistances and gives barrier. The barrier alone is worth it for that one. But nothing other really particularly interesting. That I got, I haven't assigned it. These are great, but only Morghur can have those because they're part of his skill tree. So let's go look at the boy and his skill tree. Where has he gone? You get the Ardor or Fury, which is Primal Fury, Speed, Charge Bonus, and Melee Attack for his entire army at greater than 50%. If you look in their skill tree, there's Primal Fury upgraded right there. So it'll replace Primal Fury. Yeah, so you can see their Speed, Charge Bonus, and Melee Attack all the time. And then in the skill tree there, it's if you're above 50%, so it overrides that one. Abstraction of Tzeentch upgrades the Aura of Madness with increased damage over time, so that's a Mortis effect. Horrible Regeneration, which is a increase, so you can resurrect dead combatants and heal the injured, and then you can get units back. That's why Horrible Regeneration is good. Weakness to fire though, and then Weapon Strength for cavalry units. Don't use a lot of cavalry. This one here I don't particularly use because I don't do raiding. This one here, Campaign Movement Range 15, that's really good. Undivided Corruption in adjacent provinces, that's really good. You don't get recruitment benefits or anything like that, but it does cause attrition to your enemies. These are the 3 items that you get. What did he get? He got Filth. So regeneration for a unit that is not spawning slows them down but gives them physical resistance. This one here, Speed, Charge Bonus, and Rage. And then this one here, Sundering, Stalk, Unspottable. Nothing particularly grand here, just 3 moderate-ish banners, I suppose. What else do we have? Then this one here. This one, Touch of Corruption, which doubles the Mortis effect. Now the good thing about him is that he doesn't have to be in combat. Here, affects enemies in range 35 meters. This overrides it, so you can see this one here, 16 to 32. Whoops. Okay, 25 to 50, so a 50% increase. And he just has to stand near someone. So he can stand on an area next to a wall and all the enemies within 35 meters start taking a beat down. Everything else in here is pretty much exactly the same. He gets Despoil or Raid. So he can spread corruption and attrition by raiding. I don't really raid because I want him to ambush. He's immune to Athel Loren attrition. The rest of his forces are not. He's only wounded for 1 turn. You don't want him wounded for any turns. And he provides a lot of corruption and spell resistance. He did get leveled up very, very quickly in this campaign because of all the fights that were available in Athel Loren. When the Wood Elves are about 15 turns in, they all have at least 2 armies, and each of those armies represents a battle, and each battle represents 2 here and represents experience for your combatants and represents dread. So dread is a flat rate increased through some percentages. So the more fights, the more dread, the more corruption, the more chance for items. This was a relatively easy campaign. I did tick off these guys enough that now they're attacking me. They are one of the strongest on the map. If I was to continue, they would have to be dealt with, but I'm not going to continue this one. What is the advanced victory condition? It's basically take out the Empire. Yeah, take out the Empire. Now, it doesn't have you where you have to win the an oak battle or to take the oak. I think that may just be Kazrak. I haven't done any of the special weapons. I didn't need to. I pretty much rolled over. What are the battles in here? Yeah, I fought only 9 of 60 battles. So, and 2 or 3 of those were at the beginning. So most of this was an auto-resolve because you don't care if you lose units because you can replace them all for free in the next turn. So Morghur, that was relatively easy. I started the campaign really because I just wanted to see the effects of the new beta for the siege. It didn't really make any difference at all. The enemy still acts like an idiot. You can run right up to the... You can have stalked units run up to gates and smack them in and run through, and the enemy is extremely slow to respond. There's no real reason. Now, a lot of people don't have Siege Attacker, but you don't need Siege Attacker because now you can just bang down the doors anyway, so you can attack pretty much straight away. Oh, and I did get the Nemesis Crown. Kazrak got it a turn ago, so that would be something to look forward to having, because of course you don't care about diplomatic relations with anybody. But he's only fought 1 battle since then, so we're not really going to see how that works out.